hard to find. Get at me.
Yes, we back. 702 Visions, District 1104, Show Speaks 11. We getting on up there. Shout out to my dog for the clock. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notifications button. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Always checking your boy out. You know, I try to keep this shit going, man, you know. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep some good shit to talk about. You know, I got things to say. And you know, somebody gotta say it. Cause other motherfuckers ain't. But nonetheless though, let's go and get into it. GloRilla. What's up, love? What's up, love? Hey. We saw the interview with Angela Yee. Now that we talking about that, you know what I'm saying? Homegirl said she like for her nigga to nut on her food before she eat it. You know what I'm saying? Now that's some, you know, like, you know, I'm down with the freaky shit, but you know, that's to the extreme right there. You know, shit. I'm trying to figure out what meal go good with what meal will go good with that. Maybe like, you know, some cupcakes, like some icing on top or something. I don't know. But Shawty said a whole lot with that, man. And it seemed like a lot of these, you know, entertainers, man, they say a lot of shit, man. And I be like, I wonder, is a motherfucker gonna do that? I wonder, is it a crazy, is it just a deranged person thinking about doing this shit for real, man? I really be thinking that, man. I really be thinking that. And I know it's some dumb ass nigga, man, gonna try to do that shit, or some sent out female that's gonna try that shit, man. Like, it's just the shit, bruh. But man, it's like what Kodak say, I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it cause I'm a gremlin. Man, if you know that perk fake, man, nigga, you better, hey man, sending niggas out, bro. I think SZA, shout out to SZA, you know, she got that new body going on, and she finds a motherfucker too, sexy with it. Hey, I'm looking at one of her videos, and I think she said she rather do life in jail than be alone. I think the song was about killing her ex or some shit. I think the song was called Kill Bill. And like, you know, like these these musicians, man, these people in the industry, man, they saying some crazy shit, man. And I just be hoping people don't get their ass sent the fuck out, man. But like GloRilla, the eating a nut on the food before you know what I'm saying, before you eat it. Like, what you got, like some taco salad, you know what I'm saying? You know, I put the sour cream on it, like, what we talking, you know what I'm saying? Oatmeal or something, man. Like, stir that shit up in the oatmeal or the grits or something in the morning. Like, what you, hey, maybe you done turned us, man, maybe, man, this shit's so funny, man. Man, I just want, like, I need me a female to do that shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought that was real, you know, kinky to the 10th power. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all females done did that shit? How many of y'all thinking about that shit? Like, real talk. You know, like the spitting in the mouth, you know, I'm yeah, you know, but like we nutting on food. Hey.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.
So next up, I don't know if y'all heard of Jaguar Wright. You know, Jaguar Wright, she was in the industry. I want to say she probably been in the industry before she broke out, popped out on the scene. But I think I remember her like early 2000s. I think she's well known for Jay-Z doing the Unplugged segment. She sung her ass off, great singer back in the day. Made some good music with artists. She was well engulfed in the industry, behind the scenes, with the who's who of the who. And like she know a lot of shit, been exposed to a lot of shit. Of course, when you in that game, you ain't got no choice but to be. She has a lot of stories. If you've been caught up on her recently, she's been exposing some of everything. Mary J. Blige is gay, or she likes girls. She don't really like men. How Leah died, who was involved, Dame Dash, Beyonce, Jay-Z, like she just airing it out. Common, who else? Diddy, the whole Motown, Kim Porter. She just airing it out. You know, she talk about Takeoff. She talk about late and current events that's, you know, recently that happened, and why it happened, because she got, you know, keen eyesight from being in the game. You know what I'm talking about? So recently she just been locked up, or I don't know if she had a mental breakdown. In the news it says, let me see, it says singer Jaguar Wright arrested for domestic dispute. Husband says she threw her son's ashes. She has a dead son. Some say it was her sacrifice to get in the game. Some say it was a warning shot for her exposing and talking too much. I don't really know when her son died, because I haven't been tuned into that part of her life. I've really just been watching all her videos and her lives. I was just watching a live when she was in the car, driving. She's real aggressive. She, you know, you can tell she's been through some shit, you know, or she's been having a rough time. She's been on a few content creators YouTube accounts, so she been popping out. She been doing her thing here and there, you know, and on her own. Like I say, she just airing out all the shit that we sit up here and say, not just me, but a lot of others on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of others on the internet. Like she even said, she even spoke on Beyonce in Pimp C sex tape. I spoke about that in Show Speaks 3 or 4 or something like that, and we on number 11 now. She spoke about Biggie, Tupac, why they died, how. Like, she's been airing out a lot of shit. You know, her and Gene Deal. Gene Deal, he's been saying a lot too. When you in that game, did she take the oath? Did she sell her soul, as they say? That part I ain't pinpointed. It definitely don't seem like it, cause she could be just, you know, bucking the system. But she could not be, cause she didn't just take off, or she didn't have hits and hits and hits. So it's not like she it wouldn't make me suspect that she did, due to the fact that her career didn't really go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? She just had some good moments, a lot of good moments. And she's very close with Jay-Z, Beyonce, Leo, Whitney, Brandy, Monica, all. Like, she's been talking about the game at a thorough clip. 50 Cent, Like she say a lot. She's been airing it out. She almost like Orlando Brown with the, you know, he go off the rail, but she keep it locked in. You know what I'm saying? She keep it locked in and truthful. If you can catch some of her, you know, lives or some of her past videos, and you know, just go back. You know, she's a real one. So hold your head, Black Queen, and you know, when you take these steps right here, you know, you just gotta be ready. When you know what you know, they pretty much come after you. Just ask Rashad Jamal, a back and forth on him as well, like, cause I'm steady finding out new information day after day after day. So right now, as far as what I heard about Jaguar Wright, she's on a 72-hour lockdown, which she's been arrested probably like that. That was like some days ago. I don't know if she's out. She had a call update, so you can go on YouTube and find where she presented a live call from someone she, you know, was on the phone with from jail or locked up or detained, wherever she's at. If they ain't killed her, tried to clone her, or, you know, doped up, put on, you know, whatever the case, you know, there's no telling. But the sister's putting out a lot of truth. Like I said, she's airing it out about Mary J. Blige, about how she's gay and how she liked girls, and, you know, how she was scared when Aaliyah died because, you know, that could have been her, should have been her. She even came out and said it on 106 in Park. If you go back and look, everything about Diddy, you know, bisexual, plenty stories where he got caught with men, and he did this with Mace, and this and that. You know, all his artists, he fucked all his artists over in deals, you know, all of that stuff. To you, how Jay-Z got to where he's at, why Beyonce is nowhere to be found, just, you know, just a name. Nobody's really seen Beyonce. She's just really giving you thorough clips, and you know, I just hope she's all right. And don't know the woman. I just, you know, I follow the knowledge, and you know, I follow the, you know, shit she say when I see it. And, you know, just hope the sister's all right, you know, and she get found, or, you know, her and her husband, you know, they get it back right. And like I said, I don't know if her son's death was a sacrifice or was it just something that happened, and who knows how she's taking it. If that was the case, she couldn't say anything. That might be why she's, you know, airing it out. Just like Kanye, she's been talking about Kanye as well, and made a big note when Kanye said he didn't kill anybody. He didn't kill anybody. She was breaking down what he said within that, and what he was trying to say is he hasn't sacrificed nobody, so he can talk and he can say what he want to say. And you know, it make you think, it make you wonder, shit is real out here, don't think it ain't. And as I figure out most stuff about the queen, I'm pretty sure it's out there. You know, I keep you guys posted.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.
Last but not least, though, now this one right here, you know, I don't know what to think of this. You know, it's laws made every day, and they make laws for certain reasons. But recently, I don't know if you guys heard, the Indiana law that lets citizens shoot cops. The Hoosier state now allows people to use deadly force to keep public servants from illegally entering their home or cars. Police, of course, are not pleased. Now, clap it up for Indiana. You know, let's clap it up for Indiana real quick. And you know, they took a big leap, and I hope states are gonna follow this leap. Don't know if they will or not, but seemed like a good step in the right direction. Let me keep reading. Police officers in Indiana are speaking out against a new law that gives citizens the right to use deadly force to protect themselves against public servants who overstep his or her authority. Now, we all know they ain't nothing but bitches with badges and guns and mace and all this other shit they carry, you know, with them. You know, they don't protect and serve shit. You know, they pretty much protect property. You know, they protect the property of the shareholders. Pretty much. That's basically what they are. They protect property. But let me keep reading. Tim Downs, president of the Indiana State Fraternal Order of Police, says the law signed in March by Governor Mitch Daniels, but only now getting national attention, might give people the impression that they can shoot police with impunity. No, that's not it. It's just a recipe for disaster, he tells Bloomberg. Here a brief guide to this controversial legislation. Now, what exactly does the law say? Now, I'm gonna answer that question. It authorizes people to protect themselves from bullshit police doing unauthorized, illegal search and seizures or just procedures, period. It authorizes people to protect themselves or their property by using deadly force in response to unlawful intrusion by a public servant. The measure is essentially just a public servant specific amendment to the state's 2006 so-called Castle Doctrine Bill, which allows people to do whatever they have to do to stop someone from illegally entering a home or a car. Indiana is reportedly the first state to specifically allow the use of force against police. The new rule was passed with a nudge from the National Rifle Association, which has pushed permissive gun laws around the country. Now, that last line was real important. It was helped pass with the nudge from the National Rifle Association. Now, we all know big companies run shit. Big companies, they pay the politicians to make rules and laws and do this so they can make profits. You know what I'm saying? So, the bigger the business, the more political it is. And, you know, they buy presidents, they buy council, women and men, they buy senates, mayors, governors, you name it, they do it. Now, why did Indiana push this law? It says, and I'm finna answer that. The state Supreme Court has previously ruled that citizens have had no legal right to resist police officers, even in the case of unlawful entry. So before this new law was passed, explains Republican State Senate Michael Young, people had no legal right to protect themselves from abuse at the hands of authorities. Indeed, he says a homeowner could do nothing in the hypothetical case in which he returned home to find a police officer raping his wife other than filing a lawsuit later. Other than filing a lawsuit later. Now that's a bit of an extreme hypothetical to just catch a police in your house raping your wife and you can't do nothing because it's the police. Now that something that reality wise you ain't gonna run into that too much. But you will run into bullshit police officers and they protocols and they just having a bad day or they on some bullshit or they doing or they doing they high level masonry shit, like what they supposed to do. They doing a ritual, or they doing, cause most police officers are masons, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's a fraternity. It's basically a fraternity. Just like I read in this article for the police. But, they just always on some, not all, but most. I ain't gonna sit here and say all, but most. They always on some bullshit. And then we are at a disadvantage because we can't really do too much in the letter of the law in the moment. It's nothing to protect us from the protection that we supposed to have, or legally, it's our legal right to do or say or act upon. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. It should be something keeping police in place with the citizens. You know what I'm saying? Cause they already got technology, spyware, all this other shit that get them of advantage on us. So, we should have something in place. Now, the bigger picture is, my metaphysical shit, my tribal shit, and I can go a little bit deeper, but this ain't where I do all that. You know what I'm saying? But, hopefully I make a segment where I get into all that and just deliver like that. But right here, we just pretty much inform you, talk about it. I give you some insight and some game on it. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you ain't aware. Cause a lot of people ain't aware of this shit. Just like it say in the article, it didn't make national attention. It didn't. This was signed in March. It's the next year. Pretty much 10 months later. We in January. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like this they want to keep on the tuck. So I thought that was something to bring out. That was clutch. So there you have it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in all the way. I appreciate y'all for fucking with your boy. I'ma stay consistent with this shit. It really ain't nothing. Like I said, I just cut the cameras on, put the lights up and all that shit. And I just come off the top. I got what I got my topics, and I just go off the top with this shit. And you know what I'm saying? And it calls for great conversation. Insight. I know throughout my list, throughout my show, it's gonna be something you're gonna gravitate to. It's gonna be something you gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. 702 Visions, District 1104. We out.
I ain't hard to find. Get at me. 702 Visions, District 1104.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.